How do I? Okay, testing, testing. You guys can hear me. So, first of all, I know it's Saturday, and Saturdays are not usually the time when we want to talk about keep crypto clean and fix Web3. So I'm going to keep it short and sweet, because I think what I will be speaking about is important, but it doesn't need to be dragged out. So you can go grab some coffee in a few minutes. In the meantime, just to introduce myself, my name, as was said, is Natya Bester, co-founder at Adlunum. We are an investment ecosystem engaging, or rather connecting and engaging early stage projects to institutional investment as well as retail investors. I also host a podcast, The Future of NFTs, where I talk about the future of NFTs. And I'm also the executive producer of a Netflix documentary on the future of the internet and the evolution of the digital self. And I'm telling you this because I have a vested interest myself in today's topic. I'm in this industry, I've been in this industry for many years, and I intend to keep this industry alive. So I want to ask you a question. All of us, there's one word that we've all used. One word when it comes to crypto, when it comes to Web3. Now, when I say all of us, I mean your uncle, your grandmother, the cab driver that brought you here, you, me, the media, every single person who's ever spoken about Web3 or crypto has used this particular word. Anyone know what that is? Bingo. Sad that you got that right, but yeah, was to be expected. So I think that all of us here are here because we love this technology, we love this industry. I know that I'm in this industry for, well, no, wrong slide. So before I get there, if you look at the data, we don't want to talk about the scams. We don't want to talk about the seedy underground of what's happening in this industry. And there's a reason for this. Because when we talk about it, we talk about things that we don't actually know how to change. I mean, now I can get to my right slide. We talk about the promises of this technology. We talk about decentralization, about democratization, about how this is going to change the world. And that's great. That's why I'm here. And I mean, I don't know about you, but that's probably why you're here as well. Unfortunately, there's a lot of things happening under the surface. Now, the reason that I really want to talk about it is because we ourselves don't know what to do to fix it. I mean, we all know there's bad people in the world. We all know that every single business industry on this planet has its light side and its dark side. So we choose to just put that aside and focus on the good things. At least I know I've done that for however many years I've been in this industry. Now, what does it mean when I say keep crypto clean? Fix Web3. I mean, it's a big, big term. And yeah, who am I? Who are you? I think the reason that I'm standing in front of here today talking to you about this is because it's not a sexy topic, right? No one ever talks about it. It's not the kind of topic that brings you to conferences. It's not the kind of topic that gets you invites or gets loads of people to rush up to you afterwards. It's the kind of thing we all know about, but you know, let's put it aside. I think the most important thing that we need to internalize as people who are interested in this space is what this technology promises us is a greater level of openness and transparency than we have ever had the possibility of having. Now, this is because of the technology itself. But there's, on the technology side, yes, great, the potential is there. You often hear people say, you know, companies in Web3 claim to support decentralization. However, these companies themselves are not decentralized whatsoever. So that's why the technology alone is not enough. It also needs to be a mentality, a philosophy that we all internalize. Now, I can stand up here and give you the moral and ethical reasons for why this is important. And that, yes, would be a very important and very valid argument. But I'm going to be a bit more pragmatic. It is Saturday afternoon, after all. It's important for a very, very practical reason. Now, I'll tell you a little anecdote. I was speaking at a panel in Cyprus last week, and I was moderating the panel. It was a fintech B2B conference. There was one panel on Web3. If you've attended those conferences, you know it's kind of throw a dog a bone. You know, there's one panel on Web3, so it's enough. Which means that most of the audience did not understand Web3 or crypto as well as I do. Literally seconds before I took my seat on the panel to start moderating, I met someone in the doorway and we introduced ourselves. I said, I work in Web3, and immediately the guy said, oh, that's all a scam, right? Now, I don't know how many times this has happened to you, but this happens to me every single time I speak to someone who is not in this industry. So, casting aside the good, moral, ethical reasons why we need to champion transparency, openness, inclusivity, democratization, decentralization, fairness, equality, all of these beautiful buzzwords in the space, I think the most important thing is if you are part of an industry that has such a PR problem that every time that you mention the word Web3, crypto, blockchain, NFTs, metaverse, DeFi, all of these lovely words that we love using, but the media loves talking trash about, and for good reason, because what gets the attention of the mainstream audience out there? They don't talk about, because they don't understand the promise. They talk about because they understand the losses, the price that is being paid. I don't know what's on the next slide, let's see. All right, how do we begin to fix it? Any ideas? So the thing is, there's no easy answers to this. And this is why something like this is a wicked problem. Wicked problems are things that don't have easy answers. Poverty is a wicked problem. World hunger is a wicked problem. This is a wicked problem as well. So if you thought that I was going to stand up here and give you a 1, 2, 3 bullet point solution on how we are going to fix it, no, unfortunately, I don't think such a thing exists. However, I want to draw our attention back to what this technology can offer, what this industry can offer, why we are here and not in Web 2. Because in Web 2, it's a top-down approach. You are the data that is being owned. You are the product. You are the target. Now, I would love to say that Web 3 is not this. I would love to say that in Web3, you own yourself, you own your identity, you own everything about your existence. I would love to say that you are not a victim, you are not a target. Unfortunately, that is not always the case. So, my conclusion today is not going to leave you with any more revelations than you might have had at the start of the talk. I simply invite you to make this part of your personal and professional reference point. Keep crypto clean. Sometimes it can be argued that the word keep is not necessarily relevant. Has it ever been clean? I do believe that there's enough good people in this space all across the world that we can get to a point where we can say keep is the operative word. And let's fix Web3. I have been down a rabbit hole for the past week purely because of these two hashtags. And I invite you to join me on social media and let's keep crypto clean. Thank you, guys.